Is futures the future? I asked this question about 4 weeks ago, and I think I have my answer. Yes, futures is the future because we are cooking on the MNQ. We're on a winning streak, and we are just going and going. I started trading this pair less than a month ago, and we are killing it on the MNQ. And I'm going to do a breakdown on this so you can get all the gems and apply to your charts so you can get in the future with futures, and that's on MNQ specifically. It's now 8:39 in Jamaica. Today is February 26th. So let's get right into it. If you're a returnee, you see we are on our daily time frame. You see these blue rectangles, you know exactly what they mean. These are our strong level of support resistances, and these are areas where the market either bought very strong from or it sold from very strongly. So whether the market sells from a strong daily area or buys from a strong daily area, that is what I call a support resistance, because it can act as a support and as a resistance, meaning it bought from there or it sold from there. So those are our strong level of support resistances, and I just use my discretion on how to draw them. I use a rectangle. Let me show you how I would just cover the wick area, and I do those in blue. Don't mind this purple box. I use those in blue, and I keep them relevant to price. So price is within this region here. See where price is. So I don't need any all the way down here. This is not relevant currently. But if price should break out at this region, then we would need it then. But currently, I don't need any of that right there. So that is what I do on my daily time frame first, because that is a part of my 3 time frames that I use, which is the daily, the 2 hour, and the 5 minute. So I go on the daily and I do that exactly what I show you. So just practice on your charts, do the markup of them where you have those strong level of support resistances, and just use your discretion, cover the wick area. We're not going to do something like this. We're not going to do something like this. No, that would be too big. So we try to keep it just relevant to price along that wick area. If you notice, I have these clean, and depending on how price moves, you can keep these for months, because I may have this for months, because price may just be playing in between these regions and never breaking out. But if price does that, then I'll just have these rectangles and I just extend them on based on how the price is moving. But that is what I have on the daily time frame. And then I go on my 2 hour time frame. I go on my 2 hour time frame now to get my market structure. And what is the market structure? Again, the market structure is price creating higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, and price creating lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. I'll be saying this until the day I die, because that is the exact strategy and system that I use. Higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend when the market is buying, and lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend the market is selling. That is what I'd be looking for forever. And then after I do that now, I go on my 5 minute time frame to get my secret sauce. So if you want to get the secret sauce, you have to lick the Cold Mansion Pass. That's the only way that you can get it. And let me show you now. You notice I start having purple and I have orange on my charts now. That's because now, again, knowledge never stops improving. So as I get better, then I have more improvements. And even though I have these, you notice how my chart is extremely clean. You can see how my chart is extremely clean and just moving and flowing. And you see these 3 trades are exactly, I won these 3 trades. So you can see them. Price came into our secret sauce zone. Price came into our secret sauce zone. Price came into our secret sauce zone. And we took those trades, and you see exactly how they played out. You can see exactly how they played out. So that is what I did. And you see we have orange and purple. It's still secret sauce zone, but I Now, with new knowledge, they have different meanings. So if you want to get the meaning, remember, click link in the description and join my group. I have a free trial as well where you can join the group and we break down everything in there because as I'm improving, I show you all the gems and all the sauce. So you see, price came within this secret sauce zone, and then in the evening, in the night, I saw it, took that trade. You see how that played out, and the proof and the result is also on my X channel or my Telegram channel. And again, you see this right here, still playing out. You see how those trades are playing out. Price came to our secret sauce zone and played out perfectly. Again, 1 for 1 to 2. Again, see now the market, what the market is doing currently. Let us see what the market is doing currently. So if we can get a trade, my bias is still currently buys. I didn't get this trade. I took a L right here because I was going for a buy right here, but I was a bit early, and then price is now currently pushing up. So now I'm just watching to see what the market does. Again, I can't do anything with this currently because the edge would have to be down here for me specifically. I would have to get my entries down here. I can't do anything now. So I'll have to wait until price create a new structure based on what I showed you. And let me show you how we wait for a new structure. Wait on price to break a level of resistance, and I just draw a trend line to mark at, and then one price close above and one confirms. That is how I look for the higher highs, and for the lower lows would be when price creates below the low and one price confirms it, then I wait. I use that as a lower low. So that is how I look at the market structure. So currently here, I wouldn't have any market structure right now because price would have to break above here, but I'm still expecting buys to maybe go all the way up here, and then we wait for new structure. So we always waiting until price creates a new structure before we take any action. If price doesn't give us a new structure, we're not going to take any action. So, but we're still understanding and checking the market based on what it is doing. But that is the base level, and then based on more advanced understanding, as you get more understanding of the market and tapping in more in the group, asking questions, and we can show you more advanced levels. And you see how I make it simple, but this is after 6 years of grinding and understanding the market at a deeper level. I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to win every trade, but I can definitely guarantee that I know what I'm doing. So once I know what I'm doing, I just have to be disciplined, show up, get the results, and continue doing the thing that gets me the result. So that is what I'm doing currently. Again, I showed you that breakdown. Let us look at US 30. US 30 moves very similar to this one. So it would be the same thing or similar thing. Let me not say the same thing. So price already created a breaker structure right here. And then one price close above, and then one price to confirm. So let us see now if price already did that pullback for us to get an entry. Where we will get an entry. So if we wanted an entry, we have a secret sauce zone right here. But there is something I have a new knowledge now that I realize in the market, that something that you have to be very mindful of. And I added that to my system as well. So if price can tap back into this zone and make a buy. Currently my bias would be buy though, because the market created a new high, just like I showed you. So if price comes back, tap back into here, and then we get a 1 to 2 or 3, depending on how you want to manage your trade. Or it can even tap back all the way down into this level. That is our secret sauce zone. So our next one right here. So anything, if we get a buy from any one of these regions, we can take, if we get our confirmation, actually, price created a strong level, creating a support or resistance there, support in this case, then we can get a buy from this level. And that is how I look at the market. Simple, very simple. But the simplicity comes from years of understanding. So if you want to pick my brain and understand the market just from the level like how we are, remember, click link in the description grab the secret sauce masterclass so you can get results that my guys are getting. My guy Spiel from South Africa, all the way from South Africa, getting a lot of results. My guy Alexis turned 98 into 4K, and other traders are getting results too. So if you want to get results, remember, tap in so you can get those. So that is my breakdown for today. And that is how we're looking at the market. We're not rushing. We're waiting until structure shows us what the market is doing. Then we get to our confirmation and we take entry. No harm, no foul. We're not, no rushing. We're just waiting patiently. Because remember, patience pays. So if you want to get a pay, you have to be patient. And that is exactly what we're doing, waiting on the trades to give us our setup, and then we just take action, execute immediately. So this is what we'll be looking at on the US 30 and the MNQ currently. And I'll do a breakdown again on Sunday. You know I'm not going to miss my Sunday breakdowns. So I'll see you on Sunday. Again, make sure you are taking action. Watch the videos 1,000 times if you have to. Apply a lesson to your charts. Again, I have the Secret Sauce Masterclass and a free trial, and just a measly $44.99 after a 5-day free trial. If it is something that helping you, because it is currently helping me and a lot more of persons. So if you want to get help, you know where to find that down below. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys got a lot of value on this one, and know you guys got a lot of value on this one, and a lot more will be coming. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.